Davos hintet så. That was sugarcane.
Bucky, how you doing? Wie geht's? 1, 2, 3. Can you put that into our WhatsApp group? You asked them to? Okay. I already got some people texting from back home. They really liked it. So well done, you guys.
Have a good game. Good luck. Have a good game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3. Ah! There we go.
The defending champions eliminated earlier on today here at the Spengler, and now we get set for Canada and the Finnish club KalPa, who have yet to win a game in this event. But we said the same thing about Frölunda earlier today, and they got the job done.
We did, however, I got a very different feeling coming into this game. I told you at the opening, the previous game I thought that was a trap game for Ambry. I thought Frölunda just matched up well against them. Didn't anticipate a 5-0 shutout, of course, but I didn't like this matchup. But in this game tonight, I see a different one. I see Canada dominating KalPa. I think Canada's going to bounce back very, very strongly after the disappointing 3-2 loss to Davos last night. Look for a very inspired Team Canada this evening.
Canada opened with the 4-0 win over Frölunda. Aaron Dell had that shutout. He's between the pipes in this one, and then they lost to Davos, giving up 3 in the third period and blowing a 3-1 lead on the other side for KalPa. 5-3 loss to Ambry, 2-1 loss to Pardubice.
Interesting starting lineup for Bruce Broder, starting with the checking line.
Josh Juris.
Centering Ang. John Quenville, very effective players. Canada's lost yesterday, but an interesting way. I think he's trying to set a tone.
Okay.
Juris and Quenville both with goals in their last game. And we are underway at the Ice Stadium in Davos. Winner advances to play Pardubice in the second semifinal tomorrow. Into the corner. Ang waiting in behind the net off the back of the boards. Juris was waiting in front right where he scored his goal, but they couldn't get it to him. This is a young Finnish club. Quenville through the middle to Ang. Ang waits. Drops it back into the corner. Juris Can't get there, stumbles, and a chance to move it out, and that is what they will do. In over the blue line, Gallet into the slot, sitting there. Picked up, Hazen, not sure where he put it, but Canada will control. Nice play back. And Beaudin moves it ahead. DiDomenico throws it across. Hazen early up high, and that's wide, glove side. DiDomenico throwing his weight around in the corner. A glorious look for Hazen, who's been excellent in the tournament.
Started with a great long stretch pass from Ty Smith to DiDomenico, and then no-look backhander to Jonathan Hazen.
Ruotsalainen, left side, Cantor picked at center. Grant back in the lineup after not feeling well and having to miss the second game.
Huge loss for Canada. You cannot underestimate the loss on having Derek Grant in Canada's lineup last night in Davos. I thought he was one of the outstanding players in their Game 1 victory.
Well, they get him back so they can move Morley from center over to the wing.
Staying with Jolie, outstanding pass to Hazen. Looking to beat Jukla high. He had half the net open. Jukla went down early there. Didn't challenge the shooter. Sat back, if anything, moved back into the net. And Hazen just unable to connect with the upper half of the net wide open.
Juha Jääkelä, the better of the two goalies for Finland in the round robin, gets the start here. A draft pick of the Nashville Predators. Ruotsalainen in behind his own net, reverses it, pressure coming. That's Grant trying to knock it loose, and he does. Morley on it for Canada. Back to Grant in the corner. Jolie parked at the edge of the crease. High stick and a power play opportunity early for Canada, who had a number of shots on the power play, but were not able to get it done yesterday.
Canada immediately an opportunity on the power play just a couple of minutes in. Oliver Kapanen going off. Be effective for Canada to regain that momentum that has been so effective for them on the power play. A lot of talented offensive weapons at Bruce Boudreau's disposal.
What about when you don't play together, though? And coming together as a power play, you know?
And we talked about it at the opening. What I thought has been really interesting is that they've been able to overcome that. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that guys understand the similar system. They're used to playing the same way. So it's more about just chemistry amongst players rather than an overall system.
12.5% in the tournament so far on the man advantage. Leslie gives it away. Bit of a stumble, and Leslie was able to recover.
Was looking to get the puck across the DiDomenico there. You just want to hold on to it. To your point, we'd like to see that power play percentage north of 20%.
Hazen stripped. Knight follows up. Knight has it in the slot, throws it over to DiDomenico. He wanted the one-timer, had to take it on the backhand. Audette pinned along the boards. Up to Leslie, sauces it across. DiDomenico's shot blocked. Gets it back, plays it down into the corner for Knight. Back to the Spengler Cup veteran. DiDomenico settles it down. Back and forth. DiDomenico fires, and Jääkelä hangs on.
And that's what Canada's looking to do, get Chris DiDomenico more involved in the offense. He likes to post up as a left-handed shot, a right-handed shot, pardon me, on the left circle. The puck across to him. Carlson blocking it. A couple of blocks, not afraid of getting his body in front of that. And then finally DiDomenico into the body of Jääkelä.
Yep, stick.
Grant on the draw. Wins it back towards the blue line, but it's out. Race for it here. Smith engages with Tavernier along the boards. This KalPa penalty kill. 7 for 7. Now played back. Morley across to Smith. Back to Morley, 45 seconds left in the power play. He gets it to Grant, back up the boards to Smith. Near side, settle down, Jolie. Down into the corner, back up top to Ty Smith. He'll give it to him, rolling puck, he fires. Jääkelä the save. Eng back up top. Another shot coming, that's wide, blocker side. Eng will settle it down again. Waits, fans on it, now gets it up to Smith. Reloads, blocked. Across, back up top. Waiting on it. Morley, side of the goal, throwing it back door, and they score! Tick, tack, back of the net, Jonathan Eng fires it home. Canada's on top.
That was textbook power play movement. Keep an eye on Ang down low. You're going to see him right here sliding into the circle. The puck comes right to him, makes no mistake. Good to see Ang get on the score sheet. Canada doing a nice job. Grant with the backhand, no look pass right over to Jonathan Ang. Gets low on it and beats Jatkala high over the blocker. Ang has been such a good player for Team Canada, more specifically in a checking and energy role. Important for this team to see him get on the score sheet, Dustin.
Ang with a goal, comes on the power play. Also has an assist in the tournament. That came on the man advantage as well. And Canada finds something that they couldn't find last night, and that's a power play goal.
We talked about this, you and I, the importance of Canada getting out to a quick lead, because I really think that KalPa is going to have a difficult time raising their game and coming from behind.
Sissons drops it off. Boileau steps in, breaks it up, and Canada's away. Rizzo down into the corner. Knocks it to Sevier. Sevier up top, trying to come across. Wide open. They had a man on the near post. Couldn't get it to him. That was Audette. Now away, and a chance to change for KalPa.
Important for Canada as well. Taking advantage of this for a line change too.
Sissons plays it around the board. Now to the blue line. Still not out. Battling away there, and they'll get it deep. Quenneville trying to center, didn't work. Taken into the corner, now poked in behind the net. No shots in the first 5 minutes for KalPa, and Canada scores again. Deflection in front, top corner, Quenneville.
LaLeggia on the blue line was brilliant here. Watch the fake right here. Canada's defenseman. Left on the right-hand side. Saw Quenneville the entire time. As he was retrieving the puck on the boards, look at him. The eyes are focused on Quenneville the entire time. What a fantastic pass. And Quenneville getting that deflection from about 12 feet out. But look at LaLeggia. Didn't see a lot of ice. Tremendous offensively. Great vision. Wonderful pass. Setting up Quenneville for Canada's second.
LaLeggia, a guy that Bruce Boudreau can move around a little bit.
Gifted offensively. Great vision. Great vision.
Early timeout here from KalPa. You like the call, the decision. Early timeout.
Absolutely. They're getting run right now. Is exactly what they don't want. We've talked about this is a young hockey club. They've got their number one goaltender in. They're down 2 already. But not only that, Canada's going. You see games, you know exactly sort of what's happening with the team, and you can feel Canada's got that momentum. Came out exactly the way we thought they would. High energy, smart, getting pucks to the net, playing their style of hockey, similar to what they did yesterday. You can see Jonathan Ang, happy. Family here supporting him. Just wonderful to see the Canadian family and friends here supporting their sons representing the country.
That's my parents.
That's so fantastic. Isn't it awesome? The whole building loves it. That's what the Spengler Cup's all about. It's just wonderful. That's
amazing.
Hockey.
I love
it. So good. So good.
2 goals in 1 minute and 20 seconds to put Canada on top by 2.
It's also how they scored them. It's so important. That's Canadian style hockey.
Offside at the Canadian blue line as KalPa still searches for their first shot on goal. Shot attempts are 9-1 in favor of the Canadians.
Yeah, and the ice tilting heavily in favor of Team Canada. 5.5 minutes gone here in the first period.
If there is any worry about a lull after the way the third period went last night, I think you can throw that one out the window.
When you look at the makeup of the coaching staff, especially Bruce Boudreau, I was never worried that there was going to be any kind of anxiety within the dressing room.
Here's Smith to Hetherington. Back to Smith. And they'll move it out. KalPa with 2 forecheckers. Down low trying to turn this puck over.
And they have to. They need to bring pace and intensity here.
Orley knocks it out to the neutral zone.
And doing a better job now regrouping. They need to come out of their zone with speed.
They'll have some speed down the right side into the slot. Good job defensively to get back and break that up by Jolie. Rizzo dancing in the neutral zone. Drops it off to Baudin. Moves it across to Sevier. Audette plays it around into the near corner. Rizzo hustling over there, trying to chop it up to the blue line, and he does. LaLeggia drops it back to him. Rizzo spins, works the wall, finds Sevier. Lost the handle as he wanted to load.
Some nice stick work from Massimo Rizzo.
Baudin, near side for Sevier. Quenneville with speed. Sends it down in behind the goal. Juris comes in to join him. Knocked up the boards to center ice. Fortunate bounce for KalPa, and they'll work it into the zone. Bounces off the skate, down into the corner. Kapanen couldn't control. And Juris brings it back for Canada. Boileau will go straight to the net, throws it across, nobody there. Ben keeps it in, flips one on net, and that is held on to. An excellent start for Canada. They lead by 2. Dustin Nielsen, Doug Honegger covering the Spengler Cup for you here on TSN. Canada in a do-or-die game has started well. They lead 2-0, goals from Jonathan Ang and Quenneville. And you like the way they scored these goals.
Yeah, I like the fact that goals are being scored in the slot area. Ang just inside the circles, and then the last goal for John Quenneville. Just again, I can't speak more highly enough of LaLeggia, the play he made, finding Quenneville. By the way, that wasn't an easy tip. You're talking about 12 to 13 feet out in front of the finished goal for that one. But just that's Canadian hockey. They're moving. The legs are moving. I always look at movement, action, action, action. And we're seeing that from Canada here to get this first period off to a good start.
Hetherington keeps it in at the blue line. Knight out there with DiDomenico and Hazen. Knight played almost 24 minutes in the game yesterday. That is a lot for a forward. Ty Smith had 24 on the nose, back on the blue line. Smith is out there now with Hetherington, and he'll turn and head back in after this puck. Takes it from his D partner and immediately moves it back up the ice. Far side. Rizzo hustling in there after it. Couldn't come up with it cleanly. KalPa's away 4 wide through the neutral zone. And over the blue line, that's broken up. Now played all the way back down. And it'll be ripped back up the boards. Sevier skates onto it. Plays it around far side. And back out to the neutral zone. Turnover at the blue line, drop back, picked off. Canada a chance to clear, and they will.
A little too complacent, Canada just inside their blue line. Almost gave a significant turnover to KalPa. They need to be a little more consequential. They're getting a little bit too complacent here in the last couple of minutes.
Ben plays it around. We'll come back for it. Turned over, right in the slot. Dell is there. And that would be their first shot on goal just over 9 minutes in.
And not the best shifts for Canada, their last couple. Games have that tendency, though. You push, and at times take your foot off the pedal, and you can't afford to in a 2-goal lead, especially against an aggressive and young team like KalPa.
What about for Dell not really being involved here early? Had to come into the last game because Milic got hurt. And now he doesn't have a lot of action so far in this one.
But he looks like a guy who's not really phased by too much. Really calm, in control of his movements, his emotions.
Kapanen brings it away. Throws it across. Dell is there. First big test. Second one as well. Passes them both. That'll get you into the game. Played around. Sissons waiting. Takes it wide glove side to the blue line. And out. I will say the timeout has seemed to settle down KalPa a little bit.
It certainly has. Canada had them reeling, but they have settled down. Really, the last 3 or 4 shifts, they've taken it to Canada. Tremendous scoring opportunity for Consta Kapanen, but we just asked the question about Dell. How is it when he hasn't a lot of shots? Well, he just answered it.
Leslie gives it away in the corner. Morley battles along the boards. Jolie pokes it away, and he's off to the races. Michael Jolie walking in. He's going to keep it. Couldn't get a shot off cleanly. Back up to the blue line. Lelegia plays it off the end boards. Grant knocks it loose. Back up top. Lelegia, left side. Sent towards the goal. Grant couldn't get a stick on it as it bounced off the end boards. Now Lelegia into the middle. Taken away. Jolie gets it back and knocks it down into the corner.
It almost looked like Jolie was he was surprised that he was so clear because he was looking for a pass, yet he had a lot more room than he thought, because even at the very end of the sequence, he was looking for a pass and he wasn't really ready to get the shot off.
If he didn't hesitate at that one moment, he really could have been clear-cut in. But as soon as he got it, and there was a guy, but he's a little bit further back.
But he skates so well. He was creating distance, and I don't think he really recognized that.
Now here's Ben. Broken up just inside the blue line. And KalPa will settle things down. Shot 6-2 in favor of Canada. They lead 2-0. Smith to Eng. In the corner. Smith trying to move it around. Hetherington is there to help. Gives it away right up the middle. Oh boy, alone in front. Mayenpa couldn't take it cleanly.
Sloppy Canada inside their own zone.
Possible 3-on-2 for the Canadians now. Smith overskates it. Angle play it back in behind the goal for Corbin Knight. Rasanen knocks it down the ice. No icing here. Hazen will leave it for Smith. Smith, right side behind DiDomenico. Leslie backpedaling, plays it ahead, and they'll chip it in. Juris plays the body, comes away with the puck. Still battling in behind the net. Hazen out in front, and they take it away from him last second. Cantor plays it up the right wing boards. Now Cantor in the corner. Turns. Will try to get one towards the front of the net. Broken up. DiDomenico bats it ahead. Hazen wants it. Had to take it off his skate. Clean pass there would have helped.
Well, that's one of the things that's missing for Team Canada right now. They're not connecting on their passes. A lot in the skates, some behind. Recognize the ice is not at its optimal at the moment, but Canada needs to be more focused. They've lost concentration here the last 4 or 5 minutes.
7:20 remaining in the first. Ben into the neutral zone. Grant will get there. Tried to hammer it in. I'm not sure where that puck went. Now it'll fall out of a piece of equipment. Canada on top 2-0. Welcome back to the Spengler, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Canada looking to book a ticket to the semifinal, leading 2-0. Into the corner. Grant will come up with it. Finds Morley. Morley up towards the blue line, backhands it back down low. Smith is down there. Jolie comes in as well. Double teamed, knocked down. Grant comes over, plays the body, and a chance for Jaakko Rissanen to get it out into the neutral zone. Matala, the captain of KalPa. Youngest team in the tournament. Matala fires it in. Valesia took a little bump in the head as he went to play the body. Now back down into the corner. Domenico finds Hazen. He can wheel. Hazen trying to skate onto this puck. Knocked away at the last second. The veteran, Matala, making a nice play on it. Now off a body out to the neutral zone. Beaulieu moves it over to Hazen. It was in his feet. Will send it down and behind the goal. Domenico there to work with it. No goals yet in the tournament for him. Has 1 assist though. Now a trip at the side of the goal by Josh Juris. And a power play coming up for KalPa. Jatkala to the bench. And we'll skate 6-on-5 here at the Ice Stadium. In over the blue line. Onside. Kapanen. Far side shot in. Dell the first save. Rebound through the crease. And out the other side. KalPa close to finding the back of the net.
Josh Juris is going to go off for Canada. Trip coming up on Hugo Gaillet. Use the net. Create some space for himself. Juris just getting his stick caught in the legs of the KalPa defender. Aaron Dell, you've asked the question, how is he going to respond? Well, he's responding really, really well. His movements are just really smooth, making those saves. But Canada, again, the last 5 or 6 minutes, not sharp at all. Passing has been sloppy, defensively not in good position, and giving up a lot of chances down low.
Well, a big penalty kill here. They are perfect on the PK. Face-off will come to the glove side left of Dell with Josh Juris in the box. Grant playing a lot here for a guy who's under the weather recently, but back in the lineup. That was not a great drop. Canada will clear it down. You could hear some frustration from the KalPa center.
The international language, a couple of those words we're all too familiar with.
Clemente, quiet period so far for the pint size number 20. Now, puck bounces right past him. Near boards. Rassanen down into the corner. Clemente. Simon Taival, battle down there. Westerlund wanted it the blue line. They won't go there just yet. Now down and behind the goal. Back into the corner, up top to Westerlund. Westerlund waits, dumps it back off. Clemente in the high slot. Westerlund, wrist shot this time wide, glove side. Smith a chance to clear, and he will. Halfway home in this PK.
And that puck looked like it had eyes, just missing the net, allowing Smith to clear for Canada, getting fresh legs out.
Kapanen. Verhonen. Back to Kapanen. Return feed. Broken up. Ben in behind the goal. Beaulieu. High. Out and down the ice.
No wasted time. You talked about building chemistry amongst line mates. Ben and Beaulieu clearly have that. Speaking the same language on Canada's defense.
Ang and Quenneville out here on the kill. And Ang will just play it back far side. Beaulieu. Chance to kill off the final 20 seconds of this KalPa power play. And Ben this time hitting opponents. Carlson will circle it back around. Left side. Imanen drops it back up top. That was blocked by Hetherington. Now he'll head back to the front of the net. Back to even strength. Juris out of the penalty box. Shot through. Wide blocker of Dell. Di Domenico will skate it away. Finds Hazen. Hazen walking in. Taken down. Shot just wide. Glove side. No call. That puck will slide into the corner. Smith battling there. Hazen keeps it alive as well. Di Domenico waiting. Knight trying to get it to him, and now they will. Di Domenico back up top to Smith. Smith walks in, throws it across. Now in front, Hazen stopped by Jatkala. Point blank, and he got an arm on it. Canada that close to taking a 3-goal lead. Now from the blue line, Leslie looking backdoor off a stick and out of play.
Best sequence of events for Canada this last shift. Jonathan Hazen with 2 great opportunities, both coming off Di Domenico passes. Hazen driving the net. Oh, so close to getting Canada started. Di Domenico again, right across Hazen. This is the one I really thought was ticketed to the top of that, just not able to get that puck over Jatkala's glove. But this is the kind of sequence Canada needs to have a run of a couple of consecutive shifts here to close out the period.
Hazen has 2 goals in the tournament so far. Came close a few other times. From the left point, off of a stick, up in the air, bouncing, sent on goal, and Jatkala covers it before Rizzo gets his stick in there.
Odette with the chance just to the left of Jatkala, unable to connect on it. Taking a pass from Massimo Rizzo. The University of Denver product called in for Team Canada. Face off.
Sevier on the draw. Odette stands in behind him. Sevier knocked it back. He'll get it out to the blue line. Rizzo had it, but knocked it back out to the neutral zone. Sevier now. Odette stays on side. Across to Rizzo. Puts on the brakes. Stumbles but knocks it down in behind the net. Now gets it back to Odette. Odette to Rizzo. Far side. Looking back door. Leslie had jumped up, couldn't find him. Rizzo at the blue line. Couldn't control. And they'll have to back it up. Leslie with 1:20 remaining here in the first. Canada on top by 2. Up the middle, Ang couldn't control. Bodies collide in the neutral zone. Kapanen takes over for KalPa. Puck hits a stick, now sits in behind the goal. Ang on it for Canada. Out there with Quenneville and Juris. Juris knocks it down along the far boards. Dives and pokes it into the corner. Picked up and taken away as we enter the final minute of play in period number 1. Ben backhanded away. Quenneville couldn't get his stick on it. And Matala will knock it in behind the goal. Now turned over at the blue line that just stayed in. Matala sends one towards the goal. Redirected. Dell got his pad down to keep that one out. 20 seconds left to go in the period. Di Domenico. Smith joins him. They'll play it around to Hazen. 15 seconds on the clock. Di Domenico gets it back to him. Hazen, return feed. Smith sneaking down. They look for him. Hit a stick back up to the blue line. Now Smith quickly sends one through. Hit a body. And that'll do it for the opening 20.
Excellent bounce back period for Canada. Full value here with a 2-0 lead heading into the second.
Jonathan Ang opened the scoring. John Quenneville followed it up. Canada on top, 2-0. Okay. Welcome back to Davos, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. Dustin Nielsen and Doug Honegger with you, and ready to roll for the second period. Aaron Dell stopping the 4 shots he faced. Although of those 4 shots, I'd say 2 or 3 of them were actually really good scoring opportunities.
The Costa Kapanen shot, especially towards the tail end of the first, was excessively dangerous. But Dell just consistent, smooth, efficient in the Canadian goal. Really like what I saw from Di Domenico. Jonathan Hazen again. If you're Bruce Boudreau, you have to feel pretty confident going into the second period. You executed the game plan very, very well in the first. But it's important. Canada had a lull for a period of time in the first. It's important for them not to fall into that trap here in the second.
Underway. And the puck will be played down in behind the Canadian net. Back out to the neutral zone. Rissanen. Now Sissons. Canadian kid going up against his own nation here in the Spengler. He heads off on a change. Come back up to the point. Westerlund lost it. Race for the puck. Juris knocks it down into the corner and will go after it. Quenneville came in to help. Westerlund comes up with it and gives it away in the neutral zone. Hazen tried to poke it past his man, turned over at center ice, and they've got numbers coming back the other way. Great stick by Hazen as the net is knocked off. 2-on-1 the other way for Canada, and they blow it down. Injured member of KalPa, slow to get up, is Apelli Rasanen.
Went hard into the net. Rasanen driving hard.
Ooh.
Those hurt. Those hurt.
Gonna feel that one for a bit, I would think. Rasanen, 6th round pick of the Oilers back in 2016. Won a gold medal at the World Juniors. Played 3 years in the USHL before going to Boston College. And now here in his 4th season with KalPa.
Not every day you see knitting in a hockey game.
But is there ever really a place where you can't knit?
No. That's wonderful.
What's so important that you got to be working on it at the Spengler, you know?
I'm not going to the game unless I can bring my knitting stuff with me.
The only thing the excuse would be you forgot to bring gloves and you're knitting yourself.
How many periods does it take to knit gloves?
How many what?
How many periods does it take to knit gloves?
I mean, if you're good at knitting, probably 3, I would think. I don't know. I come from a knitting family. My mother's a knitter.
I would have liked to have seen her try to knit you a sweater.
Yeah. She's been
a lot of wool.
She's been
That's
working
a lot
on
of
it.
wool.
They ran out of sheep. Now Smith drops it back. Di Domenico will bring it in the corner. Gets it short side. Di Domenico throws it across. Thought he might try to tuck that one.
I did, but he saw Hazen righty just outside on the left-hand side post, looking to feed him.
Canadian junior team losing 2-0. This Canadian team winning 2-0 for now. Stretch pass, Redwell broken up. Jolie though with speed on the backhand. Tried to throw it across to Di Domenico, who gets hammered down in the corner, and the puck comes back out to the neutral zone. Now ahead, Jolie knocked off that puck. Morley plays it back to Beaudin. Ty Smith leading Canada in ice time with over 8 minutes in the first period. Sissons plays it ahead. Lanta gets the blue line. Back to Sissons, fires. Dell the save. Rebound, steered into the corner. Beaudin up the boards. Morley got turned around, now spun down. Westerlund takes over for KalPa. Plays it ahead to Clemente. Picked up by Korhonen to the high slot. Waits, throws it across, and unable to get a handle on it was Rissanen. Oh, he would have had a good look.
Morley has been throwing his weight around, not the biggest player for Team Canada. It's only one not unaccustomed to hitting. DiDomenico another. Canada needs to button it down a little bit more. Carlson taking a run at Morley. Just mentioned he's not afraid of the contact, but it's something that at the start of this period is very similar to the middle of the last one. Canada losing focus and concentration. It's quite apparent at this point. KalPa's not going anywhere.
Well, you in the corner. Got ourselves a game is what Dougie's saying. Back to the point. Westerlund. Back down low. Ristonen. Back up top, chipped out. And now skating onto it. Sevier couldn't get there in time, but plays it ahead. Audette could not handle. And it'll be chipped down the ice. KalPa will use this chance to sneak in a change. Stretch pass up the boards. Audette turns, knocks it down. Jatkala leaves it in the corner. Canada with numbers down there. Help comes for KalPa. Ellerine stripped. Good puck support, though, by this Finnish club. Mayenpa has not had the puck on his stick as much in this game as he had in the first two. Dell hangs on to the one hopper and will get a whistle.
You're right about Mayenpa. The small KalPa forward was dynamic in the first two games. Not so evident this evening. Aaron Dell again just making the safe, secure play, make the save, cover up, allow for a line change. But I want to see more pushback from Canada. 4 minutes into the first. Not at the level they were for the first 10 minutes.
Well, Bruce Boudreau said after the first game he didn't like their third period, sat back too much.
Yeah.
And then after the second game, I didn't even have to ask him. I knew he didn't like that third period.
No, but they're at their best, Dustin, when they're playing
pushing.
the puck vertically, create speed and movement.
Hazen couldn't control. And that is blown down in the neutral zone with 16:05 on the clock. They signal a hand pass.
Yes, they did.
Sissons had a little chat with the linesman, but they'll drop it just outside of the KalPa blue line. Face-off won so cleanly, it rolls all the way back to Dell, who plays it ahead. It was hip high, but batted down, and now DiDomenico will play it into the corner. Chases in after it. Jatkala's out, moves it around. That'll be stopped by Hazen. Gets it to DiDomenico. Back to Hazen. Bounces off his stick into Jatkala, and the young netminder will hold on.
This is more like a DiDomenico. His favorite target has been number 4, Jonathan Hazen, looking for him all over the offensive zone. Jatkala covering up, a bit of a face wash. Afterwards, Hagen from Carlson.
The old stinky glove.
Oh, these are the worst.
Those guys you see on the screen right now have been dishing out the Bruce, there it is chant when Bruce Boudreau comes out onto the bench after the intermission. And it's highly entertaining. They're in the Davos den, having the time of their life. Leslie, center ice, rims it around. Quenneville slides down. Juris picks it up. Now Juris in the corner. Ang slides down to help him. Plays it back up top to Leslie. Leslie throws it across. Pass misses LaLeggia, and they have to regroup.
Looking to get the back to the Canadian defenseman. Dell, with miscommunication with LaLeggia, need to be careful.
Kapanen, backdoor look. Dell comes across, stymies him as he gets the pad down.
Westerlund stepping in from the blue line with a great shot at Dell. Efficient movement across, getting the pads.
3 or 4 times his good saves have had to been made moving left to right or right to left.
Absolutely, because they're not keeping an eye on the back door. KalPa doing a nice job finding those seams in the offensive zone.
Here's Grant in behind the goal, knocked away 4 wide through the neutral zone. From KalPa, Kerhonen, Gallet. Poke to the near boards. Clemente backhands it back down into the corner. Ben stepped in there to try to break up the cycle a little bit. Now Beaulieu uses Ben in the corner. Ben straight ahead to Grant. Grant now through the neutral zone, plays it up the right wing boards. Jolie gives chase. Grant heads off on a change. And Simon Taval comes back the other way for KalPa. Lost the handle, following up a swing and a miss. And Canada will bring it back up ice the other way through the neutral zone. Rizzo drops it off, stick laying on the ice. It'll be played back up to the point. Hetherington settles it down, moves it into the corner. Rizzo tried to center, might get another crack at it here. Wanted to play it back up towards the blue line. Simon Taval broke that up. Sissons plays the body. Mayenpak comes up with the puck. KalPa, man, short there for a brief second. Now in behind the net, Kapanen. Couldn't control. Sevier whacks at it. Natala takes it down into the corner. Drops it off. KalPa circles on the perimeter. Shot blocked. Picked up. And Canada will move it ahead. Sevier. Asselin tried to throw it back to him, but that was broken up. Kapanen. Watch there. Baudin gave it away. Kapanen turns it over. Asselin backhander off the blocker into the corner. Natala stripped from behind. What a play. Hazen fires it wide blocker. He's a hound on the puck. Another crack at it here. High slot tonight. Back to the point. Leslie will take it. That's wide. Baudin settles it down in the corner. Throws it in front. Hazen's there. Jatkala's got him again. 3 times Hazen's had a great look. Hasn't been able to finish just yet. DiDomenico drops it off. Jatkala's down. Squeezes it. And hangs on. Canada leads 2-0.
Okay, we change. Here we go, boys. Keep it up.
Welcome back to the Spengler in Davos. Dustin Nielsen, Doug Honegger drawing the dubious task of calling these games. And we got a good one here.
It is Jonathan Hazen, though, 3 point-blank opportunities to put Canada up 3 or 4-0 already. DiDomenico finding him. You really get the feeling that Hazen is due for another one.
He had a great chance to seal away that last game. He's all over the puck. There's one coming for sure. Okani, Imanen, as this fourth line for KalPa gets a shift. Morley moves it ahead. Chipped down the ice by Jolie.
That's it.
I thought he was over center.
I thought he was as well. The refs were indecisive on making the call. Good conduct. Ben, usually the one doing the hitting rather than one the recipient of a hard check. Fans just have a blast here.
One of the loudest barns in the world.
But they have fun. And a lot has to do with the fact that it's over the Christmas holiday. But you just get the feeling people are in such a good mood when they come to the arena.
Poked away at the blue line. Jolie trying to cut inside. Lost that battle. But a nice effort nonetheless. Rissanen just onside. That'll come back. Carlson. Clemente was late getting back, and that pass puts him offside.
It's on the wrong side of the blue line. This has been a different KalPa team, hasn't it, since the timeout early in the first period. They've really adjusted. I find for a young team, they're not overawed
Yeah.
by the game, by
And
the crowd.
they've been playing an even game since.
Very,
right?
very. But yeah,
Shots are 12-6, but they were 5-0 when Canada was up 2-0.
absolutely, you could get a sense that the game could go in the wrong direction for them very quickly. They've done a very nice job regrouping.
The last time these two clubs met in this building was the 2018 final, in which KalPa rode a goaltending performance from Dennis Godlaw to a victory in a shootout. Godlow is unbelievable
Fantastic Slovakian
in
goaltender.
that tournament.
Underrated international goalie.
One-timer coming from Juris. Quenneville gives it back to him. Canada's got 6 skaters on the ice. I had to check the net quickly to see if, in fact, they pulled the goalie due to an upcoming penalty. But they had 6 skaters clearly on the ice. Power play for KalPa.
Vaillant, the serve for Canada. It's the kind of penalty, look, you never want to take it too many men on this, but you don't want to take it particularly in this type of a game. Single game knockout, 2-0, evenly matched. You don't want to let, as Canada, you do not want to let KalPa in, and now the opportunity on the power play.
Open, stick.
Corbin Knight takes a lot of face-offs for this group. He's out there now, and he wins it. Ben waits, fires all the way down the ice. Jatkola misses it. Canada's going to have a chance to hop on this year. Juris. He'll eat it along the boards. Knight slides up high to cover him. And KalPa will get it. Juris pops off. Sevier over the boards. Westerlund in over the blue line. Dumps it off left side. Canadian bounce. And backhanded down the ice by Knight.
That's exactly right. That puck was well placed, but fortuitous for Canada.
Far side. Hetherington might have a chance to make a play on this one. In behind his own net, and once again, all the way down the ice.
Dylan Hetherington, nice job using the net to shield himself from the KalPa attacker, and then with a decisive clear out of the zone.
55 seconds already gone, and a nothing power play thus far for KalPa. They'll look to change it here. Mainpaw in over the blue line. Gets it to Cantor. Back to Mainpaw. Up the wall. Cantor walks off of it, dumps it back down into the corner. Side of the goal, bouncing puck. Mainpaw back up to the blue line. Sissons will fire. Dell is down. Puck is laying there, and somehow it stays out. Dell still down. 2-pad stack, dives across, and that's fired wide. I can't believe they missed that one. Kapanen will not get a better look. Wow.
Kohorinen and Kapanen. You'll see Kapanen, Kohorinen right here, wide open net.
Oh.
Hit the post. And then Kapanen calling for it. Same sequence right now. Kohorinen retrieved the puck, got it out to Kapanen, bought himself some time, passed it for the wide open net. And both, look at Kohorinen right here. How do you miss that?
Oh.
What are the odds that you could even hit the post if you tried?
Very slim, actually. And then I don't know if I've ever seen a player
Just
collapse onto the ice after missing a wide open net. Also, shout out to Dell for just setting up in a 2-pad stack and being like, this is how I'm going to stop it. Now, they moved it over to the other side, and they probably should have scored, but I respect the move nonetheless. Mainpaw. Back up top to the blue line. Sissons will send one through. That hit Ben. Cantor at the side of the goal. They give it to him. Kapanen parked in front. Vaillant out of the box. Back to even strength. Cantor, side of the goal. Centered and played down the ice. Won't be enough for icing. Canada will get a change in.
Huge clear by Morley. Huge clear.
Sissons. Rissanen. Clemente. Jallet wanted to center it. Broken up Controlled again by KalPa. Matala drops it off on the far side. Good look across the Gallet. Fakes it. Now he'll take it. Blocked by Beaulieu. Sevier plays it into the corner. Beaudin trying to get there. Canada hemmed in right now. Sevier will relieve the pressure and get it out to the neutral zone. And now wheeling away is Audette. Puts on the brakes, turns, and knocks it in behind the goal. Rizzo out front. And Jatkala comes up big with 7:40 remaining in a very entertaining second period. Just under 8 minutes remaining here in the second. Canada still leads 2-0. On their heels a bit. There's somebody else knitting. It's two knitters. What is going on here? Europe, you're killing me. It's a great hockey game right here. Wow. Rasanen plays it over. Hazen gets to it. DiDomenico sneaks in behind, settles it down, walks in, backhander, no! Over top of Jatkala and out the other side. He had him down. Oh, and he almost knocks in that one.
Mayanpa almost gave him a dish.
Now back out into the neutral zone. Smith, look at him wind it up. Nice move through the neutral zone on his off wing. Dumps it up high. Hazen in behind the goal to DiDomenico. Beaulieu, far side. Good pass by Ben. DiDomenico, high slot for Hazen. Across to Ben. Returns it to Beaulieu. Sends one through, deflected in front by Knight. But Jatkala got the pad down. DiDomenico out front, Hazen. A nice stick by Jatkala.
Excellent stick. Great anticipation on that pass.
After letting in too early, the 21-year-old has settled in nicely.
He's been the star of this game so far. Just outstanding play in the KalPa goal.
Shots are 16-7 in favor of Canada. I'd say almost all of Dell's saves, because there haven't been many of them, and almost all of them have been pretty darn good. Sissons. Tavernier could not control. Gets in there. Grant can't knock it out. Beaulieu now on his backhand. Plays it ahead. Jolie trying to sneak in behind Sissons. Can't get there. Lanta throws it towards the goal. Dell is down. Right up the middle and out to the neutral zone. Yale. Rustalainen. Near corner. Beaudin settles it down. Plays it ahead. And now Morley will backhand it out through the neutral zone. That's a nice exit.
That's what I like to see. Just a vertical play up the ice. Guys are tired. Now it allows Canada for a complete line change.
Off the end boards. Hetherington in the middle. Smith will grab it and move it ahead. Finds Jonathan Ang. Ang will drive wide. Takes it in behind the goal. Spins around. Finds some room. Throws it across. One-timer. Jatkala's there. What a look as Ang finds Smith. And the old hammer job doesn't work.
Well, a tremendous sequence from Team Canada's Ang. Di Domenico earlier wasn't able to just trap them. You see the puck jumped around on him. A lot of snow on the ice, unable to corral it. Ang doing a wonderful job setting up Ty Smith. Quenneville just to the side. Almost want to slide him out a little bit more as a screen, but a lovely shift for Team Canada's Jonathan Ang.
That Ang line will stay out there now. That shot off of a stick from Quenneville and out of play. Quenneville with goals in each of the last 2 games. Face-off will come to the blocker side right of Jatkala, who stopped 15 of 17. Some of the highlight reel variety. Westerlund reverses it. Ellerine pressured by Juris. Ang over there as well. Monteval couldn't control. Ellerine will bring it away. Tried a quick shot. Another one from Rasanen is up and over the goal.
Stepping in, Rasanen driving alongside Ellerine, who lost the puck, but he came right back to Rasanen. Quick shot. But Arundel ever strong in the Canadian goal. It bounces right out to Rasanen right here. He stayed with it. And a quick shot high over the net into the mesh.
Canadian captain Jordy Ben and his team leading by 2. Ben around the boards, down the ice. And that one will be blown down on an icing. Di Domenico, not a fan of the call.
He's not a fan of a lot of calls
No.
this tournament. Particularly the ones that he doesn't like.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
is all of them, pretty much.
Face off to the glove side left of Arundel. Well, you will take it up the boards. Played ahead, Di Domenico. You say he was offside, it was close. Hazen will have to clear, and he does. Sissons, puck was in his feet. Now calmly moves it ahead to center. Rings it around the boards. Konsta Kapanen getting a shift in here. That's 42 in yellow. Goes to the puck. And it's up into the KalPa bench with 3:42 on the clock.
Di Domenico always in the middle. Always in the middle of it. Oh, yeah.
That's got to annoy you a bit, eh?
Oh, Lanta just giving it to him. Keep talking.
Little waves.
You got to love Di Domenico.
That hilarious mustache on Lanta.
A throwback to the 70s.
Yeah. Di Domenico's always in somebody's face. Always.
First, stick on the ice.
Face off. Won by Grant into the corner, but KalPa gets there first. Now back to the left point, bounces past a man. Jolie with speed, stumbles, bounces back up, puts on the brakes, tries to find a trailer. Smith couldn't do much with it, and Clemente will take over and play it up the boards. Rissanen knocks it back. Rustalainen, far side. Rasanen heads in behind the net. Hetherington will take over for Canada. Finds Morley. He'll go to Grant, back to Morley, and into the zone. Ellerine finds some space and moves it ahead. Rasanen hammers it down. Dell out to play it straight up the middle. Not usually how you draw it up, but they got away with it. Here's Sevier. Leaves it. Rizzo throws it across. Audette couldn't find it. And now to be played ahead. Mindpaw in behind the D. Couldn't find him, but icing is waved off. Leslie in behind the goal. And a penalty coming up. High sticking the call. And a power play for the Canadians.
Oliver Kapanen, the Montreal Canadiens draft pick, going off for the high stick on Sevier. Such a massive power play right now. 2:26 left on the clock. Ice is not in great condition. That affects the passing.
Jonathan Ang scoring a beautiful one on the power play in the first. 1-for-1. Audette, DiDomenico, Leslie, Hazen, and Corbin Knight to take the draw. Knight trying to knock it back. Chance to clear, and they will.
KalPa's intense right now. They're winning one-on-one. They are winning one-on-one puck battles all over the ice.
Leslie drops it back to 88. That's DiDomenico. Left side. Hazen gives it back to him. Circles back. Spins away and finds some room. Canada will look to get things set up. Side of the goal. In front now. Hazen stopped again. And it's fired down the ice.
That was the play right there. Hazen was a little bit tight.
Tied up a bit too.
He was.
1:15 left on the power play. 1:40 in the period. DiDomenico. In over the blue line. Back up top to Leslie. Leslie. Hazen at the side of the goal. A redirect won't go. Comes up with it again. Stripped from behind. Gallet into the corner. Audette trying to come up with it. Back to the point. Across to DiDomenico. Fires and scores! DiDomenico hammers it home. Power play 2 for 2. And Canada on top 3-0.
You can't overestimate the importance of this third goal for Canada. Completely will redefine the game going forward. You got to sense the pressure was coming on Canada. KalPa doing an excellent job. But it was always going to come to DiDomenico. They've been looking for him as a righty, setting up on the left-hand side. Just a fantastic shot. Seeing eye shot.
Great screen.
Yeah, outstanding screen.
Corbin Knight parked in front of the net.
Set him in on that first line. Getting in front of Rakkola. Unable to see the puck. Has just slid inside the far post. But it was always the play. Every play was designed. Hazen in the slot. DiDomenico on the top of the circles. And Canada now with the decisive 3-goal lead.
First of the tournament for DiDomenico. Leslie will draw an assist, at least the first one. 17th career Spengler point for DiDomenico in this, his 25th game. And now a chat on the bench from KalPa, and the officials are going to come together for a conversation.
And they were questioning it right from the outset. As soon as the puck was in the net, the KalPa bench was
goaltender interference,
calling over the referees. And so, as they love to do here, to the monitors they go. He's not in there. If anything, he's pushed, but he did not.
The Corbin Knight did not try to take space in the blue paint. He might have been bumped in ever so slightly, very briefly. We'll get a look and we'll be able to hear some of the conversation here. Yeah, I don't
know. There's nothing there.
This should probably be a quick review.
There is nothing there.
That's really a textbook screen. You're outside of the blue paint.
And Knight did a wonderful job fighting for position in front of Yakla without getting into the blue paint, without interfering with the goaltender.
One more. Sorry. I check it from this. Maybe. Yes.
Right at the end of it, there may have been some contact, but I mean, I don't see.
And the reaction from Rakla initially, you'll see immediately signal to the bench right away. But the issue is, was he pushed in from the defenseman? It's such inadvertent contact anyways. Because you can see Philip Westerlund, the KalPa defenseman, pushing him as well
right there
with his left shoulder.
And let it flow forward.
Worth a shot.
Forward.
But that is not goaltender interference.
I'd be pretty surprised
Yeah, you can call 2
if
minutes.
even
I understand.
by the rules here that would be ruled
You show the
goaltender interference. One of the shorter reviews that we've had,
Yes.
and it is a good goal.
It's worth a challenge because this third goal is so vital to this game right now because it changes the dynamic completely now.
KalPa had held tight, and now
Open the door. Hey!
Canada will have a man advantage because of the challenge. A chance here late in the second to really blow this thing open.
Now the momentum significantly with Canada now.
Power plays 2 for 2.
Grant, Morley, Jolie up front for Canada. Smith and Ang on the back line.
Grant wins it, gets it back to Smith. They've got 1 minute and 10 seconds as he moves it up the right side. Ang, Grant. Carlson takes it away, plays it down the
Pucks
ice.
have to move quickly there. Grant had it. You got to move it. It's all about movement, not speed, but it's about movement.
And over the blue line. Across to Grant. Dumps it off to Ang. Ang back up to Smith. 40 seconds on the clock. Lots of time. Ang, Smith thought about it. Dumps it off. Hit a leg. Chance to clear. Stick breaks and the puck slides down into the corner. Grant trying to keep it alive. Ang will grab it with 20 seconds in the period. Throws it across. Jolie with a shot. Jatkala with a big save, considering it was momentarily 5-on-3.
It was, and the Canada doing a nice job, but still consequential on the passes on the tape. On the tape.
Tripped himself.
That looked like a flamingo going over.
Looked like me at an 11 o'clock rec league game on a Friday night, you know?
Dusty tilted a couple before he hits the ice.
Had a couple before the game.
I need more room here. Thank you. But your left skate has to be behind the red. You can't be there. Yep.
In behind the goal will be moved around through the neutral zone. DiDomenico will have to skate out of this one. 10 seconds left. And the Canadian power play has come to play so far in this one, and it has them on top on the strength of 2 goals of the man advantage. They lead 3-0.
Power play outstanding, but hear me, this third goal for Canada will be the most decisive goal of the game.
It's a big one. DiDomenico giving them even more of a cushion. Canada leads KalPa 3-0 through 40. Thank you, Buck.
For me, it's okay. But how is that okay? I need a normal spot.
No interference for the goalie.
Ja, vår goalie kommer att mäkta mål.
No, honestly, we just
Zo, dit.
Ja, dit.
Seconds. Okay, let's go, boys. There we go, let's go here.
Canada had a third period lead in their first game. They had a third period lead in their second game and let it slip away. They have a third period lead here in their third game, leading 3-0 against KalPa. And that third goal could end up being huge here for the Canadians.
Well, we were talking at the break. We thought it was going to come to Domenico the whole time, playing on the right-handed shot on the left circle. It did. He scored. It's the most. I just can't overstate. It's the most decisive goal in this game. Canada was reeling for long periods in that second half of the second period, especially. KalPa wasn't going away. I mentioned that at one point, and getting that goal just changed the complexity of this game. And now Canada still with 46 seconds to go on the power play to open up the third period.
Goals from Ang, his first of the tournament. Quenneville's second. Domenico's first has Canada on top. Not only that, they have a power play for 45 seconds to start the third period. KalPa looking to avoid a winless trip to Davos. We are underway. Dustin Nielsen and Doug Honegger with you. Ang, far side. And they'll get the zone. Grant up top to Smith. Leslie back to Smith. Takes a return feed. Dumps it off to Ang. Bouncing puck. Smith just kept it in. Back to Ang. Waits. Moves down low. Smith, this time he'll fire. Hit a body in front. Bounces down right in the slot. And that one up almost went in. I'm not even sure who got a piece of it.
Grant got a piece of it. The first shot hit Morley. And then Grant with the backhander, just unable to connect.
Canadian power play now expired. Smith takes his time, drops it off to Ang, who lets one fly. Comes right back to Leslie. Thought about a quick shot. Now Morley will take it, blocked. Another crack at it off the helmet of the netminder and into the netting.
Morley with a point-blank shot in the slot right off the helmet of Jaakkola. Puck's bouncing. Grant, oh, you saw it. Took the bouncing puck, backhand, off the crossbar. Canada unlucky not to score their fourth.
Knight on the draw. Out here with Hazen and Domenico. Domenico steals it in behind the net. Gets it to Hazen. Throws it across to Knight off his skate. Jaakkola to the corner. And now Korhonen will bring it away through the neutral zone. Takes a return feed. Drives towards the goal. Dell is down. And he stays tight to the post and keeps it out. Boiliu, Domenico, backhanded away. Knight finds Hazen. Ben goes to the net. Hazen shot and he scores. Sneaks it through Jaakkola. 4-0 Canada.
This is what you call a start to finish goal. An excellent exit out of the zone. An equally excellent entry into the zone. And Jonathan Hazen, has anybody been more due today than Hazen? The puck might have been bouncing. It was flopping in the air. Beat Yakla on the blocker side, but he has had so many wonderful scoring chances today that sometimes it's, I want to call it a fluky one, but it went off Gaille's stick.
Nice job by Ben.
Yes.
Drive the net as well.
Really from start to finish. That's what Canada did so well early in the first period. It's wonderful to see them doing it here in the third.
Of all of the great looks Hazen has had, that's the one that goes in, you know? It's funny how it works. Smith hustling over to the corner. Hetherington comes in there to help out as well. Canada in control, up by 4. Smith now, right side. Esselin takes the shot and he scores! A snipe upstairs, and the floodgates are open.
How about that shot? Guillaume Asselin with an absolute rocket. The puck, Asselin comes through, follows up the play, takes the pass over the blue line, and just an absolute rocket over the glove hand. Yakla beaten on the short side. It's like we're going to see a goalie change.
That's it for Yakla. Stefanos Lekis into the game.
How quickly do games change?
Oh, I would say 28 seconds.
Yeah. But when you think about where we were in the second period before the third goal for Canada, and now the way the third period has started off.
2 goals in the first 2 minutes and 4 seconds. They come 28 seconds apart. Hazen's third of the tournament. Asselin's first.
It's nice to see balanced scoring. Ang has scored. Asselin. You want to spread the wealth around the roster, get everybody involved, and that's exactly what's happened tonight for Team Canada.
If Canada hangs on, they move to the semi against Pardubice same time tomorrow. Ruotsalainen. Right wing side, now played in the corner to the blocker side right of Dell. Back up top. Ruotsalainen. Tavernier has that blocked. Rizzo trying to get by him. And he'll get to the rolling puck. Plays it back to Sevier. Rizzo in behind the net. Sevier with a shot. Blocked. Back into the corner for Rizzo. Buried along the boards. Picked up and Clemente will bring it away. That's Matilla rather. And it's down to the corner. Immonen. Reverse hit. Now he takes a bump. Rizzo plays it back. And now high and out from Leslie. Canada will sneak in a change. Sissons brings it in. Morley steps up into him. Well, you in the corner couldn't control. Ben. Good look, and the puck support is there. Canada exits the zone cleanly. Morley has a stick chopped out of his hands, and for the 4th time in this game, Canada goes back to the power play.
Colby Sissons going off for KalPa. 2 minutes for slashing. And Hazen with the wrist shot. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck, and that's exactly what it took. But look at him look off. You mentioned it earlier, Ben doing an excellent job driving the net, acting as a screen on Juho Jakkola.
Corbin Knight, all smiles on that Canadian bench. Now he comes over the boards to take this face-off on the man advantage. Just 12.5% in the tournament coming into this game. 2 for 3 thus far. Right, tried to throw it across, got it right back. Knight at the side of the goal. Hazen in the slot. Back up top to Leslie. DiDomenico. Leslie, he'll let her go. That's blocked into the corner. Knight. Pin there. Comes back up to Leslie, bouncing puck, sauces it across. Audette settles it down. DiDomenico will fire again. And Lekis snags it with the glove.
How about that? Excellent passing from Team Canada. Again, it's not the speed, it's the control. Passes on the tape are what create the movement. DiDomenico where it likes to be. Between the blue line and the top of the circle. And Lekis with a spearing glove hand save. little extra for the fans.
Almost like he's frustrated he had to come into the game, you know?
You second there. Come on, check this skate first and second.
Grant
First.
on the draw for Canada. Can't win this one. That's played out. Right on to Dell. Drops it off to Smith. Carlson sends it down the ice again. 70 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Smith drops it back to Ang. Has a man far left side, gives it to him. Grant pokes it down into the corner. Now out front looking for Ang off of a stick and back out to the neutral zone. Ang with wheels. Cuts it back. Down and behind the goal. Gives it to Grant. Lets it slide. Morley gets it to Jolie. Back up top to Smith. That shot off of a stick. Way up into the netting and out of play.
Tavernier closing the gap on Smith. Deflecting the puck high into the netting. Kind of doing a nice job with their puck movement on the power play. And Ty Smith, obviously, such a big part of that on Team Canada's defense.
Knight to take the face off with 31 seconds left on the power play. They win it back. Quick movement. Leslie. Audette. Hazen looking for DiDomenico. Comes back up top to Leslie. Across to Audette. Bobbled it and kept in. High stick by Hazen.
Try to get it quick. He saw Hazen in the slot. He was looking to get it to him quick for the one-timer, just unable to control the puck.
Pardubice looms here for Canada. If they were to win that game, it'd be even a quicker turnaround. Basically playing 4 games in 3.5 days for the Canadians if they were going to win this whole thing, which is asking a lot. But if you get on a run, you get on a run.
That's exactly what happens. You get momentum, and when you get to the final, the semifinal, and the final stage, it's often enough to overcome the physical fatigue.
Hazen hammers it in. Knight on the backhand, didn't get it cleanly. Back to even strength. Canadian power play now 2 for 4 as that puck goes up over the glass and into the penalty box.
For Canada now, you want to first of all, you want to maintain the shutout for your goaltender. So what does that mean? It means playing good structural hockey, not doing things that you haven't done during the game. Play the puck vertically, get back into good defensive position. Make sure you exit well, make sure you enter well. Don't change things up, because what you really want to do is build on the momentum for today into tomorrow's semifinal against Pardubice. Good habits, always thinking good habits.
Now in behind the goal, side of the net, Dell is down. Opportunity in front, got that. Here's another crack at it, and that's over top of the goal and out of play. KalPa can't buy one here. 5-0. Canada leads over KalPa out of Finland. Having a good time, as they always do. And that one sneaks through Dell. Sissons right off the draw. Puts one 5-hole. KalPa's on the board.
Just talked about the importance of good habits. It starts in the face-off circle. KalPa winning the draw decisively. Back to the Canadian Colby Sissons, who had a really good tournament for KalPa. One-timer squirts through the legs of Aaron Dell, breaking his shutout bid.
3 points in 3 games for Sissons. A goal and 2 assists. Five 5-1 with 13:51 on the clock. Now Sissons drops it back. Return feed off of his skate, and DiDomenico will backhand it down the ice. Sissons pressured. DiDomenico trying to knock it away. Hayes in there as well in the corner. Just outside the blue line, Rasanen couldn't do anything with it. Canada will have to clear. Not sure they know. Now they will. DiDomenico will slide out. Line changes both ways. LA sent in. Dell blockers it away. Grant up the boards. Jolie walking in with a shot. Another crack at it into the glove of Lekis, and he hangs on.
The fast skating Jolie, always dangerous. Breaking it alone. Alone right here on Lekis. Lekis standing up tall though. Making the first save and then staying with that rebound. Likes to show the glove, doesn't he?
He does.
Look what I have.
There it is. My son does the same thing. He's 8.
When he stops showing breakaways out on the street.
Not me. Now in behind the goal. Ang takes his time. He's had a nice game. Back up top to Quenneville. Drops it off. Little give and go. Doesn't work. Ang gets it again. Hetherington sends one through. Near boards. Kept in by LaLeggia. Juris tried to chip it to Quenneville. Now in behind the net. Carlson lugs it away. Drops it back, and they'll use the near boards. Ellerine needs a change. KalPa swoops and now attacks. And Salainen as they get knocked into the corner. Back towards the blue line. Out and down the ice. Clemente back on it for KalPa. They got 1, but they need 4 more. Audette taken down. Sevier throws it out front. Rizzo just plays it back down into the corner. Kapanen up through the middle of the ice. Takes it wide. Quick line change for KalPa. He's by himself. And they'll move it back. DiDomenico takes over. Runs into trouble on the far boards. But his teammates are there and they'll control. Well, Rasanen takes over for KalPa. Plays it back. In over the blue line. Taken away from Simentaval. And down and behind the goal. DiDomenico. Knight couldn't get his stick on it. Played up the left side. Kerhonen walks in with a shot, wide blocker. Hazen grabs it for Canada and leaves it for DiDomenico, and he'll join him. DiDomenico waits. into the corner, taken down. Smith up the near boards, gets some help, and they'll knock it down the ice as we close in on the midway point of period number 3. 2 quick ones from Canada and a response from Sissons for KalPa. Konsta Kapanen into the corner, back out front, that's broken up. Smith has played a ton, and he'll get this out to the neutral zone. Jolie gives it away. Tavernier into the boards. Dell watches as the puck moved around to the far point. Rissanen kept it in. KalPa player went hard into the boards, and Canada will clear the zone. Sissons flips it towards the net. Dell steers it neatly to Leslie. Now Juris. Quenneville takes over. Now they'll try to feed it back to him. Broken up, onside at the blue line. Thrown across. That's knocked out. And they'll have to clear. Juris tried to go far side. Rassinen got a stick on that. Now in over the blue line. That shot steered away. Westerlund gets it back. Rassinen. In behind the goal, watched by Rizzo. 8:40 on the clock. Mayenpa. That's out of the zone. Simon Tanal. A little too fancy there at the blue line. Mayenpa. Turns. Back up towards the blue, knocked off his stick, and out to the neutral zone. Canada will take this perimeter stuff for another 8 minutes.
They're absolutely fine with this. Just keep the puck to the outside. Canada doing a nice job then getting back into their defensive posture in the neutral zone.
Immonen knocks it in. Canada uses the boards. Sevier will get it back out to the neutral zone, and KalPa will have to regroup once more. Carlson into the near corner. Jordy bent on it first, off the glass, up along the boards. DiDomenico watching on as it's knocked back in behind Dell. Sevier first on it for Canada. Knight uses the boards, clears the zone. Canada trying to take this thing home now and book a spot in tomorrow's semifinal. Ellerine gets it down low. That took a weird hop through the crease. No harm there, and it slides into the corner. Kapanen throws it out front, side of the goal, and they score. A beautiful play, finished off at the side of the net by Jaakko Rissanen.
That was a sweet little passing combination from KalPa. Rissanen following it the entire way. Clemetti with a shot. Comes right out to Rissanen right here on the side of the net. Wide open. Canada with their heads on their collective swizz. And now, this is a tricky one. 5-2, 7 to go. Canada still in control of the game, but that was a lax defensive effort, playing Rissanen to score KalPa second. Heads on swivels now. You got to know where things are going, especially tomorrow when you play Parta Beach, a team that likes to move a lot in the offensive zone. Collectively, the head's always looking around. Canada allowing KalPa to slide behind them.
And now KalPa will come in looking for more. Smith in behind the goal. Hetherington pins his man there. Smith battling away as well. Dell watches over his left shoulder. Side of the goal. And now a chance for Canada to clear.
And that was close to Westerlund jumping in from the blue line. Similar play, always looking back door.
Westerlund in behind his own net. Some signs of life for KalPa. They have to keep pressing. turned over. Juris. Leslie shot off of a shin pad. And now lifted high out to center ice. Little bounce there. Canada got to be careful. Tavernier sends one towards the goal, comes all the way around. Sissons on the far side, sends it towards the net. Gets it back on the boards, throws another one across. Dell is down. That's a dangerous play. Baudin will take it and lift it out through the neutral zone.
It's very imminent in the slot again. KalPa with good point-blank opportunities.
Tavernier in behind the goal. Clemente waiting for it on the far side. Into the corner. Clemente knocks it down low. They'll move it near side. Sevier first on it to the blue line. Not out yet. Another crack at it. Now in behind the goal. Played ahead, and Canada will control its center ice. Driving wide. Audette turns it around. Dumps it into the corner for Rizzo. Rizzo to Sevier in behind the goal. Carlson steps in and takes it away. Rizzo regains possession for Canada. Sevier, as the clock ticks inside 5 minutes. Canada hanging on 5-2. Smith spins away at the blue line, takes a hack down into the corner. High slot, shot coming there wide, glove side, and KalPa will take over.
Sevier with a nice scoring opportunity off a quick wrist shot in the high slot for Canada.
Perhonen picks it up at center ice, tries to cut inside. Knight on it there. Whacking away at it, Hazen will get it. A couple of cracks at it. Does not get it out. That face-off will come inside the zone. 5-2, Canada leads with 4:15 left. Canada leads 5-2. Dustin Nielsen and Doug Honegger bringing you home here on quarter-final Friday at the Spengler Cup on TSN. Face-off will now come to the left of Tyler Bescaroni,
Stay out there.
who's all of a sudden in goal.
Wait with the
Dell is on the bench. Bescaroni is now into the game for the first time.
And the net is empty.
Net empty at the other end with 4 minutes to go. We'll drop it again. So an interesting development coming back from break. Dell is just sitting on the Canadian bench. Bescaroni, who plays in England and is a giant, he's now in between the pipes.
Give me a sec.
And KalPa's net is empty.
That's his first one. That's his first one. Oh, okay. So you have a warning here, okay? Stay down, we're good. Yep, stay.
Back to the blue line. Sent through. Bescaroni is down. And he hangs on. Did you see something with Dell?
No, Dell looks fine on the bench.
Yeah.
I saw him joking on the bench.
He's just sitting on the bench.
They may want to just give Vescaroni a shot and give him some time. I mean, interesting time to do it.
You're up by 3.
Up by 3.
but there's
Face off.
4
Cold
minutes
goalie.
left.
4. Oh, there you go.
This puck will be dropped to the glove side left. DiDomenico's got it with an empty net. Throws it across to Knight. He'll take it. And he misses just wide right side. Sissons goes back for it. Monteval takes it in behind the net, dumps it back to Sissons. Sissons, far side, they'll get the zone. Along the boards and now in behind the net. Beaulieu moves it around. DiDomenico clears the zone, throws it across. Hazen was waiting, couldn't get it. 3.5 to play. Canada up by 3. 6-on-5 here. Played up left wing boards. Clemente on it for KalPa. Makes a move. Stays on that puck. Rings it around far boards. Matala knocks it back down low. Beaulieu all the way down the ice. And that will be an icing with 3:07 on the clock.
KalPa unable to take advantage of the man of the 6 against 5. Kind of doing a nice job getting pucks out of their zone, making sure the puck stays deep in that KalPa end of the ice. And this is a tired group out here now, Kazan. Morley, Knight, Ben, Beaulieu, Hazen 4 on the outside of Morley.
Just stick first, stick. Yeah,
Knight
stick.
to take the draw. Canada knocks it back. Ben in behind the net. Plays it to the far corner. Perhonen on it there. Beaulieu comes in. Morley chops it out and down the ice, and this one waved off. Westerlund back the other way. And that is offside. Lanta and Clemente kind of got crossed up at the blue line, and a whistle with 2:43 on the clock.
And they did because they didn't come through with speed, and Canada did a nice job stacking 5 on the blue line, forcing that KalPa offside.
Grant out to take the draw for Canada. Smith to the net over top of it. Would have hit it right in the middle if he brought her down a bit. Ty Smith, 3 points in the first 2 games, has added to that total here today. Canadian contingent happy with what they've seen here tonight. Down into the corner. Some room to walk off the wall. Back up top. Simon Taval with the shot, and he scores! Top corner. 2-goal game with 2:26 left.
KalPa did a very nice job keeping the puck in. It was rimmed hard. Managed to keep it in. Simon Taval, we have called his name consistently tonight for KalPa. Number 11 with a great wrist shot. Beats Beskorowany over the glove from about 30 feet out. Now we have a game here. 2:26 left. 5-3. Momentum squarely now with KalPa.
Oh, this is certainly not over. Canada was leading 5-0. They've allowed 3. They also allowed 3 last night in the third period. And at that point, they were up 3-1, lost at 4-3. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Quenneville plays it to Ang in the corner. We'll watch Lekes. I'm sure they'll get him back to the bench as soon as possible. Simon Taval in behind his own net, gives it to Sissons. A 5-goal lead is now just 2. Lekes to the bench. Beskorowany couldn't stop it. Into the corner, Kapanen plays it around. Ironpaw towards the goal. Oh, that almost went home. Beskorowany might have got a piece of it.
Kantner had a wide open net, wide open net.
Continues to press. That's a couple open nets tonight that KalPa has missed. That one, though, would have really tightened things up. 1:15 left. O'Connor can't get to this one. Smith plays it across. He'll be pressured. Side of the goal. And that's flipped up into the netting and out of play with 68 seconds on the clock.
That was a gift to Cantner down low. Mayanpa with the pass. Cantner right on the side of the net. Pivots, gets it.
Oh! The stick of Bescaroni
just
keeps it out.
Canada playing with fire.
Face-off will come to the blocker's side right of Bescaroni. Joe Thornton watches on, co-GM of this Canadian group. Corbin Knight out here for a big draw against Rissanen. They win it back. Simon Taval sends one through. That's in behind the goal. Played around the boards. Kept in at the left point. Working down the wall. Up top in the slot. Thrown across. One-timer coming wide blocker side. Bescaroni looking over the traffic in front.
That was there from Mattia on the shot from the blue line. He had an open lane to the net.
Empty net sealed away. Di Domenico finishes it. 6-3 Canada.
That does not feel like a 6-3 game at all, does it? What an ending. KalPa with a fourth goal on their stick, unable then to equalize later on. But Di Domenico has been there for Canada all night. Look at that, a slap shot from 10 feet behind the red line. And he shelves it from about 145 feet. That's the way this game should end. And he knows it too.
Better than Cantor burying that one at the other end.
But it's that kind of game, isn't it?
It has been.
A one-timer from almost the blue line. In the air, top net, to ice the game for Canada. What an ending.
Sevier moves it ahead. Canada will survive, as do the other two teams from their division. All three of them will advance to the semifinals. Pardubice from the other side will join them and will face Canada tomorrow night.
This is going to be a quick turnaround for Canada. You could see there was fatigue tonight after the game with Davos. Now compound that. Pardubice, the beneficiary of virtually not playing for 2 days. They will come in fresh, rested physically, mentally. Canada will require a very good turnaround. Good recuperation tonight, tomorrow morning. Good nap in the afternoon, and then ready to take on the Czechs in the evening.
Canada hangs on to advance to the Spengler Cup semifinal. 6-3 the final. Bruce Boudreau smiling now.
Relief, more relief than happiness for Team Canada's coaching staff. Some close calls towards the end, but Canada doing what was necessary for them tonight, winning the game and advancing tomorrow against Pardubice in the semifinal.
A bit of a scare in the third period, but they hang on to win 6-3. Canada advances at the Spengler.
Einem absoluten Schweizer Sportstar, erster Schweizer Diamond League Sieger, Weitsprung, Zehnkampf, das ist seine Welt. The awards will be presented by a Swiss athletic star, his competence, heptathlon and long jump. Welcome, herzlich willkommen, Simon Ehammer. gewählt von der Jury als UBS Key Player Team KalPa Kuopio. Wurde bei der Jury als UBS Key Player Team KalPa Kuopio die Nummer 34, 34, Severi Imonen. Gewählt von der Jury als UBS Key Player Team Canada. Voted by the jury as UBS Key Player Team Canada. Die Nummer 21, 21, Jonathan Eng. So, das war die erste Ehrung. Es geht noch weiter mit Ehrungen. Guys, please remain on the blue line. Please remain on the blue line. We do honor the 3 stars of KalPa Kuopio. Es wird umgebaut. Heute ehren wir die 3 stars jener Mannschaft, die ausscheidet, und das ist der KalPa Kuopio. Tonight we do honor the 3 stars of the team which has to leave the tournament tonight, and that's KalPa Kuopio. Und bevor wir hier ehren, jawohl, es ist jetzt alles bereit. Die 3 Stars, das kurz zur Erklärung, sind die besten Spieler jeder Mannschaft während des ganzen Turniers. The 3 Stars are the best players of each team over the whole tournament. Die Ehrung wird heute Abend vorgenommen durch Kevin Meissen, Eventkoordinator von Heineken, Switzerland. The awards will be presented by Kevin Meissen, Event Coordinator, Heineken, Switzerland. And he is accompanied by Mark Gianola, President of the Organizing Committee. Ihm wird unterstützt von Mark Gianola, dem Präsidenten des Organisationskomitees. So, the 3 stars für KalPa Kuopio sind. The 3 stars for KalPa Kuopio are die Nummer 2, Number 2, Colby Sisser. Die Nummer 17, 17, Benjamin Korhoner. Und last but not least, die Nummer 20, 20, Alexi Clemetti. Nutzen wir diese Zeit, liebes Publikum, wir bedanken uns bei KalPa Kuopio. Kiitos, KalPa Kuopio! Wir gratulieren Team Canada für das Halbfinale, und Team Canada, congratulations for the semi-final. Jetzt kommt es zur Verabschiedung. Wir wünschen der Mannschaft aus Finnland alles Gute für den Rest der Saison. Zuerst natürlich eine sichere Heimreise und dann kurz Maus. Ja. So we wish KalPa Kuopio first of all a safe trip back home, and then all the best for the next part of the season. Ausblick auf morgen, Halbfinaltag beim 95. Spengler Cup. Nähern uns dem Finale bei diesem 100. Geburtstag. 15:10 Uhr, Showdown. Das Heimteam der HC Davos gegen den 4-fachen Champions Hockey League Sieger Frölunda. Und dann morgen Abend 20:15 Uhr. Souveräne Mannschaft aus Tschechien, Dynamo Pardubice gegen den Rekordchampion Team Kanada. Für alle jene mit einer Karte bis morgen, für alle anderen kommen Sie gut nach Hause. Jetzt noch ein bisschen Spengler Cup Feeling aufnehmen. Enjoy the rest of the night session. Thank you, Dankeschön.